It's great to be here, everybody. Great to be back in Raleigh. Basically, this is about, why the world needs more black female urbanists. And I just wanted to put some definitions up here to get us started so we kind of have an idea of what the world says black female and urbanist is and what I consider it to be and why we need more of it. So this is obviously Merriam-Webster's dictionary definition of black female. And really, there's a lot of words on this slide. I know that. The one blue one just kind of titillated me a little bit. So, I didn't realize female had that in there. So that was great, So that's what female is according to the dictionary. And basically, we're coming up on urbanist. And this is the one I get asked about a lot, So what really is an urbanist? And I was happy to find out that the dictionary does include an advocate, because I'm at the advocate point right now. But I hope to be an expert in a few years on city planning and also just city affairs, from affordable housing to slow food to transit to whatever. And so, let's put it all together. This is me in DC, one of my favorite cities, in addition to Raleigh and my hometown of Greensboro. So that's pretty much, so now we're gonna get into some things that I think we need more of and reasons why we need more of me to advocate for these things. So I'm gonna put a few things up here that we need to advocate for coming up here in a minute. Okay, so we need companies to make better and more comfortable shoes as a default. Ladies, would you not agree with me that we need more shoes that actually fit well just straight out of Target? Now, these are great. I wear them all the time, but if I walked all the way down to Memorial Auditorium, I'd be suffering. So I would like to have more of that. I would like to have it looking like this. These are the kinds of things I wear on dates. These are the kinds of things I wear to work sometimes when I'm lucky. I work in politics occasionally, so red is one of our colors. I like to be able to wear this shoe and not be dead after walking around even downtown Greensboro, which is much smaller than downtown Raleigh, but still. I would like to have shoes that feel like this. I want to feel like I'm walking barefoot. And I actually do need to get a pair of these, but like I said, I'm working all the time, so I need to be in the other ones. But I want the two to be together. So I feel like if there were more of me in the world, to kind of tell the shoe companies and actually shop for more things like that, more ballet flats, cheaper ballet flats, Also, I come from a family of educators, and actually, first few years of my life were in, I guess, what you would consider inner city schools, but I am a proud alumna of North Carolina State University, working on my second degree at UNCG, and, I guess, they're not worth giving up on. You can't really judge a book by its cover. It might look like this on the outside, and you might see this actually not just in the inner city, but actually closer to the suburbs. The public school system is a very different place from probably what some of you guys grew up with. And you really can't judge a book by its cover. There's always diamonds in the rough, is what I say. And, I've got a slide coming up here in a minute that's really, this is just the ideal school. This was an architectural rendering. I feel like every school has the potential to be this on the inside and the outside, no matter where it is. And, I think that if I was out there more, talking to more people, that we would get that idea out there in the world that don't give up on our inner city schools, don't give up on our public schools. There's potential everywhere. There is not going to be an image for this one. I just wanted to spend 20 seconds to say, get rid of this image that you may have had. There are more and more women of color, poor women, who are not befitting of this image. So let's just kill it right now and move forward, and let's create a new image of what a black person in urban America is. We do actually, by choice, ride bikes, ride the bus, go places using that, and several of you do that as well, and several of you probably get that question if you are a transit advocate or if you are riding a bike. Why are you doing this, especially in Raleigh? You could get in a car, you could get hit, what's going on? But I do ride these by choice. And so occasionally I go back in time when I have afforded the ability to get on a adult trike. This was actually on campus about 4 years ago, and we have every summer we get things like this. So I'm always happy to get on 4, 3, 2 wheels, whatever the wheels are. I'm happy to get around my 2 feet, whatever. Hair was going to come up in this once you looked at my description. I would like to be able to hop into any salon, no questions asked, and get exactly what I want. And I think that's universal for a lot of you, especially ladies in here. You can walk in any salon, say you want a haircut, and it's a hack. Yeah, so, I like to be able to go from my curly state, and I'm not complete, this is not my complete curly state, I'm gonna be honest here, but, I like to have some semblance of this, walk in a salon, have that. And then sometimes I want to go straight, that's coming up soon. And I just want people to know that, it's normal for us to kind of want that. We should know people, you should be able to walk in and say, hey, your service, I'm paying you money. This is what I want to look like. Please just give me what I want. So, I feel like if I was out there more, I could tell people that this is what I want as far as my hair care is, and I don't get a blank face when I, walk in some places. Now this is where my political part comes in. I want to be able to add to the legacy of great black female urban community leaders. There's plenty out there. Obviously, my mom and my aunt, they were educators, and that's a great place to start. But one person that's really inspired me, especially as I've been in election season now, is Shirley Chisholm. If those of you are not familiar, in 1972, she ran for president of the United States, which was really awesome. And she was not successful in her bid, but the fact that she stood up there and she was courageous in this bid has inspired me, and hopefully inspires others to at least just try. And that's another thing, if more of me were out there, just get the message of trying. Right here is actually my political pursuits right now. This picture was in our local alt weekly. The guy over there on the left is actually running for city council in Greensboro. He's one of my best friends, so I'm going to help him. The lady sitting next to me is an urban community black female leader who we're all drawing wisdom from and drawing courage just as young leaders to just go out there. Also, lastly, the New York Times had this article about 2 weeks ago about people who were into transit and urban affairs being on the spectrum. Now, no disrespect to anyone who is on the spectrum. We all are accepting the disabilities and different things like that. We believe that you're handy-capable, but it shouldn't automatically be something that's, associated with just knowing your surroundings and loving urban America. So that's it for me. Thanks, guys.